I'll be honest, I wasn't too familiar with Not Actually Golden, but I did see that she was, like, getting dragged and doxxed by Broken Crystal Ball. She posted some new things about me. Um, let's see what she posted. I have not read these because I was at the movie theater last night. I saw clips and I got highlights of what happened last night, but I haven't actually read these. I'm assuming they're probably deleted by now. But she writes, just because I set boundaries as a creator and carefully decide who I want to associate with does not mean that I have problems with anybody. Yes, it does. Well, actually, no. Boundaries don't mean problems. You are problematic, though. Big difference, lady. Get with the program here. It means I set boundaries to maintain my mental health and inner peace. Guess what? Your mental health is all sorts of fucked up. So I don't think it's working for you. And inner peace, all you're doing is bringing out the non inner peace in everybody else around you. You're like a tornado of chaos. Okay. This is such like gaslighting bullshit. Like, oh, I'm protecting myself, even though I'm a monster to other people. Literally a menace on the internet of all of us creators that stand together and that root for each other and that are out here trying to lift each other up. All you do is tear other people down. You dox other people. I mean, look at Leanne Newton is such a nice lady, and you were out there talking smack about her. She is a nice lady. The not actually golden lady. She seems like a very nice lady as well. And you were out. Listen, you can come for me, and I get it. You want to come for Andy and whatever. You can be threatened and jealous. I don't really care. But like picking on nice people, Donna, what did you need to start talking, blocking Donna for? Like you're literally such a wackadoodle. I have enough hard stuff going on in my private. Like, great, then don't throw shots at other people. Because guess what? You picked the wrong one. Maybe everybody else is going to be like, oh, it's okay, Katie. Let me try to be nice. Let me be a little shady. Let me be a little cheeky. I'm not, I can be shady. I can be cheeky. And you dumb pissed off the wrong one. All right, lady, sit back and look in the mirror and get a little self-reflection. She says, I don't want the drama or disputes in my profession. Then stop starting it. Stating firmly, I do not want to be associated with somebody is a boundary. No, bitch, you didn't need to say anything. You just needed to set your boundary. But the thing is, you take shots publicly and then you try to disguise them as if they're boundaries. You know what I do when I have boundaries? I set them for myself and I hold them accountable. I keep them. I hold myself accountable to those boundaries. I don't have expectations of anybody else. My boundaries are for me. I have to honor my own boundaries. All right. And when I do, I'm good. I don't need to announce it on the internet and throw shady shots at people. And I know it wasn't directed at me, but it was directed at people that I like. All right. So I'm going to stand up for them because I'm tired of you being a bulldozer and I'm tired of you being a bully. You're a mean lady. You're a mean lady on the internet and you need to get your little noggin checked because you need to stop acting this way. All right. I don't like when you act this way and you treat other people that are nice people. You can talk all the shit you want to talk about me, but don't be out there being mean to the golden lady and Leanne. Or Donna, or Andy. I mean, Andy's a big boy and he can stand up for himself, and I know he's got his own, you know, drama that he's enthralled himself into in his past, but he has taken accountability and he's come a long way and he's a nice dude. And listen, look at all the other things that other people have done. When have you donated any money to any charity? Look at how much money I raised for the autism community. Look at how much money I tried to raise and did raise and not just pledged, but actually donated. I put my money where my mouth is. What do you do with your money? You beg for it for Venmo on Instagram. You're a selfish person, you're a mean person, and you're not nice. And so you setting boundaries, great. Set your boundaries and set your boundaries for your mouth so that you stop running it and being mean to people. You're a bully on the internet, Katie Joy, a bully. Knock it off. Normalize setting boundaries and reading red flags. Well, you're not good at reading them yourself. Look in the mirror, you wackadoodle. Then this is the one that really pissed me off. She posted this on her story. She said, in case Zach Peter is wondering, my deleted post, because that's what you're good at. You're good at posting and deleting. My deleted post wasn't about you. I didn't say it was about me, and I wasn't speaking for me. I was speaking up for all the other people that you think that you can bully and bulldoze by being a mean girl on the internet. That's why nobody likes you. She said, I don't like you because you want to eradicate autism and promote abusive, discriminatory cures and misinformation about autism. Get out your handy dandy notebook and stop spreading lies about me. That is false. That is not true. You don't know the work that I've put in. You don't know my story with my family. You don't know my story with my brother. And so for you to take cheap shots like that and hit so low below the belt, not cool, lady. Not cool. Misinformation about autism. You're spreading misinformation about me. You know nothing about me. You've never had a conversation with me. You don't know where I stand on any of these issues. You can make up your own mind and put your own little conjecture in there, just like all your little sources and exclusives that are all just all the personalities in your broken brain. You're a wackadoodle. Stop this shit. This is ridiculous. You put out these lies and it's inflammatory, and then you go and you get people on the internet fired up to send hate at us. And then, God forbid, anybody try to defend us in your comments, you delete them and you block them because you can't take the heat. You throw shots, you go pew, 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 and throw shots all around with your little bazooka, with your little water gun bazooka. And yet, and then you cry about it and play the victim. Please, you blocked, and then she gets into why I blocked her. You blocked me for telling you that it was offensive for you to condone RFK for calling autism a tragedy. No, I've made it very clear. We never had a conversation about this. You never asked me what my position or what my relationship to RFK is or how I felt about his comments or any of that. We never had a conversation about that. The reason I blocked you is because you were fighting with other autism moms in my comments. And I said it yesterday and I stand by it. As autism families, we should not be fighting with each other. We should not be, and I understand the irony of me calling you out, but you're being a bully, and I'm going to stand up to you because I don't like when bullies try to bulldoze and then cry about being a victim themselves. Okay, sorry. Not going to do it. Not going to play your little victim game here because you're not a victim, Katie Joy. You're a bully. You're a mean girl and you're a bully, and I don't like it. Stop being mean to people. And when I saw you fighting with those other moms, stories you know nothing about because you don't care about anybody else's story but yours. You're the only victim in the world. Your story is the only one that matters. And I'm going to speak up for those moms because those moms don't deserve the shit that you were telling them because what? They may like RFK or whatever their position is has nothing to do with you, you egotistical, selfish woman. It's ridiculous how you think that it's okay to treat people this way and then try to flip the narrative and make yourself out to be a victim. So, again, you've never had a conversation with me about autism, about RFK, about my brother, about anything. I've never tried to come after your family or your children or your son. I didn't even know anything about you, lady. I blocked you because your behavior was abhorrent in my comments towards moms you know nothing about, stories you know nothing about. You're not the only victim in this world. And actually, I don't even consider those moms victims. We call them warriors because they're strong, they're tough, they stand by each other, they uplift each other, they babysit when other people need, they talk on the phone, they offer support to each other. They're not like you. They actually support each other. They don't try to be the victim because they don't see themselves as victims. They see themselves as strong, courageous, tough moms. And they're smart, they're savvy, and they're stronger than any other person that I'm sure you even interact with in your life because you seem to surround yourself with really weak, low spine people. Okay. Because if they're not correcting your behavior or just trying to have some sort of conversation with you to say, hey, this behavior that you're exhibiting is not okay. You shouldn't be treating people like this. It's not nice. As simple as that is, it's not nice. I don't want to fight with you, lady. I don't want to be doing this with you. But what I'm not going to do is allow you to keep bulldozing and bullying people on the internet. All right? Like I said yesterday, there's a path forward. We can absolutely move forward because she goes on here and then she talks about how she has autism and she says that I'm playing the victim. I'm not a victim, lady. I'm not a victim at all. Okay. But now suddenly, what? You want to claim that you're on the spectrum so you know autism better than I do? Why? Because you took a BuzzFeed quiz and now suddenly you're on the spectrum? Go back and confer with all the voices in your head. I don't know if you have autism or not. Personally, I don't believe you because you lie a lot. That's why you're in what, 50,000 defamation lawsuits, and then you cry on the internet when you have no accountability. You lie on the internet, you put yourself in these terrible situations, then you get sued, and then you cry about it. And you want to accuse me of being the victim? I'm not a victim. I'm a standing up to the bully. Okay? Sit down, start being nice to people, stop bulldozing and being mean to people, especially when you think that you can just run them over, and stop throwing false, baseless, defamatory accusations against people. Okay. We can all be in this world. We can all be content creators fighting for justice. Well, I don't even believe you're fighting for justice. I believe you're fighting for your own ego. Okay. Go take another BuzzFeed quiz and see if, your on the spectrum diagnosis can also fit with the narcissism diagnosis. I don't wanna fight with you, lady, okay? I don't, but I'm not gonna allow you to continue to bulldoze people and be mean to people and call them names and lie about them, okay? I'm going to stand up. Not that they need me to stand up for them, but I don't like seeing that behavior, and I'm going to stand up to it, okay? So back down, be nice, it's not that hard, okay? Just get it through your noggin. You don't have to wake up and be a menace every day, okay? I don't want to get mad at you. I don't want to be yelling at you on the internet. But if you keep this abhorrent behavior, then yeah, you're going to be attracting that sort of craziness back. Stop it. You look ridiculous. You're embarrassing yourself and you're embarrassing all of us. God, I hope my neighbors didn't hear that. It's just we work too hard in this world, you know? In this content creator world. We work too hard. We put our names out there. We put our faces out there. We get tons of heat. We get tons of mean hate comments and all this stuff. The last thing we need is another creator. You've established something for yourself. Personally, I think it's a bit clickbaity and I think it's inflammatory and whatever. Gossip rags, the National Enquirer needs to make their money too. Whatever. You built something for yourself and good for you. You have a family to take care of. That is more reason to not put attacks out on other people. And again, this is not an attack on you. This is a reaction. This is a response because I'm going to set a boundary with you here now and say, if I continue to see you do things to these people that don't deserve the way that you're treating them, I'm going to call it out. It's not okay. That's not okay for you to be treating people this way. Okay? And then to run and play the victim and then to go and ask people for money. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing all of us, not just yourself, all of us. Okay? So I like that you want to go and take your little BuzzFeed quiz and get your little on the spectrum diagnosis. Did you take a Hogwarts quiz too? You don't need to take that one. I can tell you right now, you belong to Slytherin. Okay, I'm going to be nice now there is a path forward, but you need to apologize to the people that you've hurt. I doubt that'll ever happen, but you know what? I'm going to take a leap of faith here and say you can move forward. I'm sure all the content creators that you've attacked and doxed and dragged and whatever, I believe that there's always a chance for atonement and retribution. Okay. There's a path forward. I don't think any of us want to fight. We have to stay focused on the mission here. And the mission is on finding, getting justice in this case that we're all a part of, right? We all cover different things on our show. But at the end of the day, that's one thing that we're all kind of fighting and following. I want to believe that you aren't just doing this for clicks and engagement and that you actually care, even though your behavior hasn't really exhibited that. But I want to believe that there's a part of you that actually cares. And if there is, then stop being a bully and try to find a way to make amends with all of these people so that there is a chance and a path forward. Now, am I going to trust you? Probably not, but it's a starting point. Okay. All right. I think that's all I have to say for today. Sorry, I didn't look at the live chat. I needed to get that off my chest.